Hey, this is Dani Cakes.
And this is Razor Ray.
And you are on the Cake Mix.
On www.caveradiobroadcasting.com.
And we are chilling here at Bert's Warehouse. Who do we just see? Who are we going to see?
We're going to see Afrika Bambaataa.
Afrika Bambaataa. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm like fangirling here.
Calm it down, girl. Come on.
Okay, I'm calming it down. We're going to interview Afrika Bambaataa, the Amun-Ra
of hip hop.
Yeah. Yes. Can you believe it?
The beginning and the end.
You know, we have all of this wonderful art here. We have all these wonderful people, the good music. I mean, can you hear it?
We got movement going on in Detroit this weekend. So it's a big, exciting time to be in the Motor City.
Memorial Day weekend is going to be on and popping. So stay tuned. Check us out. Cave Radio.
CaveRadioBroadcasting.com.
Oh, you know what? Don't forget, we're on CaveRadioBroadcasting.com every Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. There it is. So, you know, let's check out some of the vendors, and then let's make our way to Afrika Bambaataa. We are here with Mr. Afrika Bambaataa. And everyone knows who he is. We even had people talking about looking for the perfect beat before we even got here. So, let's ask you a few questions. Are you supposed to be performing tonight?
I'm here DJing, but you know, we let anybody get on stage and get funky and get wild. As long as they're having a good time, peace, unity, love, and having fun.
Mm-hmm. Amen to that.
A funky beat.
Funky beat.
So how's it feel to be back in the Motor City?
I always feel good to come back here to the Motor City and get the vibration and the frequency of our sisters and brothers and sisters, and enjoying the people, the town, and you know, you always get the good vibration. This is where, you know, my Uncle George used to be at, George Parliament Funkadelic Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like George, my brother George. So when did you get into music? Not even music, but when did you get into DJing?
Well, I got to DJing from, you know, seeing many of the early DJs that was on the radio stations like WWRL, you know, watching Gary Bird with the GBE Experience, seeing Eddie O.J. When he was doing his thing on WLIB, Cousin Boosie on WABC, and then seeing a lot of the disco DJs, what was happening at the time in the early days. And then one of the first brothers coming out of our organization, street organization, the Black Spades, was Cool DJ D. Okay. And I started getting into heavy of the DJing after seeing and mentored by him.
Okay. So now I know there was an electronic group in Japan, I believe, the Yellow Orchestra.
Yellow Magic Orchestra.
And they gave you inspiration. What inspiration did they give you?
Well, at the time, with a lot of groups in the so-called black community was, you know, doing soul and R&B. And I was looking for a certain sound to move with the funk of what the King of Soul, James Brown, and the greatness of Sly and the Family Stone and Uncle George Parliament Funkadelic Clinton, and added with the techno pop sound that was happening with Yellow Magic Orchestra, Kraftwerk, Gary Newman, Dick Hyman, and John Carpenter. So thus combining both of them and mashing up together became the sound of the electro funk sound.
At this point, what era would you say this was? Late 70s, or is this early 80s when this type of thing was happening?
Oh, this definitely was mid 70s.
Mid 70s.
Early 70s when we started the DJing, but mid 70s when we started getting to groups like Yellow Magic Orchestra and Gary Newman, when the punk rock scene started moving at the time, and you know, watching the John Carpenter movies like Halloween and Assault on Precinct 13. And then the Moog sound that was with Dick Hyman when he did a version of James Brown, Give It Up, Turn It Loose, what I used to play a lot to the early days of hip-hop.
So, from my understanding, you were a warlord?
Because I was a warlord in the first division, first chapter of the Black Spades under the leadership of Cool G.
Mm-hmm. And so you being a warlord, and that kind of formed you into who you are today, right?
Well, definitely. Knowing the streets and understanding what is the live by codes of the street. Mm-hmm. But it's definitely when you start hearing the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam and Minister Malcolm X and Minister Farrakhan and Khalid Muhammad and then hearing the word of Asai Ima Isa Hakti Al-Mati, known as Dr. Malachi and the Ansaru Allah community, and then seeing a lot of the things that was going on with our people with the civil rights and the human rights with the Black Panther Party, the Young Lords Party, and all the different revolutionary groups that was happening at that time, the Weathermen, and hearing all the songs, especially the music of James and Sly and the Family Stone. When James came out with that Revolution of the Mind album, that was it. So everybody was just getting crazy that, they have a live album that was so funky. And then they had Sly telling you to stand. We are everyday people. You can make it if you try. And we are a family fan. We want to thank you for letting us be ourselves. That was, power in itself.
So, again, I read somewhere about you integrating or getting the gangs together to come as one, and not so much fight, but care more about the community.
Well, it was a lot of work, meeting a lot of the brothers and sisters, speaking to the community, getting some opposition, but keep working at it, keep talking, keep teaching. Keep speaking and keep inviting, and it took other people to come and speak to us to calm us down. So we look at the big brothers coming from the Nation of Islam, or the FYIs coming to speak to you, or seeing people from the Ansaru Allah community coming to speak to the Black Panther Party. So the same, like what they was doing, we decided to start doing in our community the same thing that they was doing, speaking to the people,
right.
Saying to be warriors for your community instead of destroying your community.
Exactly.
Now, let me ask you this: when because I was such a huge hip hop fan and a breakdance artist in my early teens, is that's to me.
I would love to see you breakdance now.
It'd be like broken dance, But once again, it's. When did you start noticing, like, man, this music that you're doing is having a huge effect on that end, where people are coming together, not fighting anymore, but breakdancing, and it.
Well, you still have your spots do the dance. We don't want people to get tricked up like some of these books we saying there was a fight and everybody said, don't fight, let's just break dance.
Right, it's a West Side Story.
Yeah, there's a lot of BS. Don't believe the hype, like Public Enemy say. But it took a lot of work of seeing this, and we was playing this new style of music. That's the time when everybody was doing the hustle and dances changed in the so-called black community. And when I say black, I'm talking about my Latino brothers and sisters too. Whereas they changes every 3 months, so they was trying to keep that hustle going on for 3 years, and we just got tired of that. So we was coming with the other different style of breaks, or what the Father Kool Herc was bringing about, and what was going on with the disco music. Myself, Disco King Mario, a couple others was doing out there, and add that funk because they was trying to get rid of the funk. And you wasn't hearing no more James and Sly and all that. You know, everything was, you know, we still respect to Mama Donna Summers and all those groups that was rocking at that time, but we wanted that funk again.
Right.
So we was looking for them rare records, them break records, the old funk records. I Take You There and all the break Apaches and all that type of stuff, and brought a whole new style to the people that wanted to hear just them little shortcuts of the break that made you get crazy and let your inner soul get out.
You know, it's at that point right there. It's like, you know, you become a musician of a different type of instrument. You know, it's not like, you know, somebody goes and learns the piano, learns how to read the notes, and they become, you know, they understand the theory of the music. Here, you're coming from a much more of a gut level, and you know, at the same time, it's you're pioneering a new sound. You know, using turntables as an instrument. You know, what's it like to be on the crest of something like that?
Well, it was very interesting when we started learning how to stay on the one, like James said, be on the one with the mix. And then here we have our brother, the Grandmaster Flash, who started with the quick mixing with his Furious 5 MCs, and I with my Sonic Force and Cosmic Force and Jazzy 5 MCs. And then you have this other little brother come out and just made this whole new other form, which was the scratching, and that's a big honors up to Grand Wizard Theodore and the L brothers, and also my brother out there that was also a DJ at one time, Casanova Fly, Grandmaster Kaz of the Cold Crush brothers. That we was just having fun. We was just doing the do. Was no name to it yet. The name itself came from the cliches of Keith Cowboy from the Furious 5 and also Love Buzz Starsky, because this music before hip hop, you know, a lot of rap that was happening before hip hop. You know, you had your Gil Scott Heronwinds, your Last Poets, the Watts Prophets, you had your Shirley Ellis, you had the Millie Jackson, Isaac Hayes and Barry White, you had Nikki Giovanni, you had Wanda Robinson. You know, all these people played a big role that was doing the poetry or political style rapping that was happening at the time. Then you had your nasty rapping from Dolomite and Blowfly and all that type of stuff, Red Fox and all them, you know, Miles Mayley.
Even Millie Jackson was nasty herself.
Oh, she was nasty as you want to be.
We all remember her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
still trying to find was that her lips over there in the movie The Warriors speaking on the thing.
Yes. Right.
What's that?
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know what movie he's talking about because I'm too young.
Are you serious? Come on.
Too young.
No.
You just aged yourself. So in your travels, what celebrity that you most wanted to meet did you meet?
Oh, definitely got to be the King of Soul, James. I mean, everybody who I used to big ups and honors and go to their concerts and you know how you just worship artists. I got to meet them.
Okay.
And got to do songs and be among them and speak, you know, like with your family. So it was an honor to be with the King of Soul, James Brown. Mm-hmm. It was an honor to be in the presence of Sly and his family Stone. It was an honor to be with my Uncle George and all the Parliament Funkadelic. So it was so many. And then, you know, it was an honor to, you know, to do a lot of collaborations with songs to help people. Mm-hmm. You know, like when we did the We Are Family or certain songs when 911 happened, and worked with, you know, from U2 to Donna Summer being the president of the great Patti LaBelle and Diana Ross and Dion, and you know, it was an honor to be among all these different greats, people that really could sing.
Right.
So they didn't need no punching, no stuff in the studios and stuff, or auto tunes and none of that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So when you did your first concert, how did that feel?
Oh, it was a good vibration. I mean, they thought we was crazy as hell because we came out wild style looking like P-Funk. You know, at most of that time, everybody was dressing looking like the Temptation or Motown.
Right, okay.
And I decided to go the wild Sly and the Family Stone and P-Funk. And they grabbed me a whole different audience because I started getting a lot of the punk rockers.
Yeah, I was going to say.
A lot of my so-called Latino community. Everybody was coming in. So, you know, we was getting that good vibration. And then when I was adding all those chants in the records, a lot of people know we were getting the chants. We were getting the chants from our calypso records, our salsa records and stuff. Like when we did E-I-D-I-Yo, that's coming from Willie Colon on Gunai and stuff. So we was, and then Awaya coming from Africa with Manya de Bongo. So we was taking the vibration and mash it up with different world music.
So speaking of Africa, what do you say to the people who says that Afrika Bambaataa is not your name?
Well, I said they don't know they so, especially if it's dealing with so-called black people or indigenous. Our indigenous names are Moors, but if Africa, when we was on Africa, we was also here, North, South, and Central. So many people don't know the histories of here, and that's why I have Native American, which is Aboriginal Moors here, who were so-called black, who comes from the Olmecs, and who was the mamas and papas of the Incas and Mayas and the Aztec. And then most people don't know what they was called before 1492. Right. So we asking them, what was your birthright and your nationality? Was you a Choctaw, a Cherokee, a Seminole? Was you a Sumerian, a Cushite, a Nubian? So, we got to go back to find out what was you called before 1492. Right. Because you sure wasn't called so-called black, brown, yellow, red, or white people. Right? There's no such land.
So I want to ask you, what DJs now have you been impressed by?
If any.
Are there any DJs that have been catching your attention or your ear?
I like any DJ that just ain't scared to take you there to different fields of music. Whether it be house, techno, rock, jazz, soca, country, western, as long as you ain't scared to play different forms and play different stuff to the people, I'm with you.
So we know you're DJing tonight. What do you have coming up? Any tours or anything like that?
Well, we're doing an Art of Rap tour in California. Ourselves, Game, and Sonic Force. A couple other people. I'm getting ready. Next week, we're supposed to be doing the Roots festival that they're having down there. So, we got a lot of this coming up. And then I'm supposed to be going to do some of the electro festivals in Europe and some of the big festivals in Japan. So I'm always in different things. If I ain't going as a hip hop, I'm moving as a hip house. Okay. If I ain't going as a hip house, I'm going as a techno electro. Okay. So there's different fields of music. That's how I could play all different type of music. I could do country, western, to salsa, to reggae, to whatever's out there, soca, everything.
So I'm sure you have different websites or things like that, so we can find out.
Yeah, what sites could we go to, or could we tell our listeners to go to check you out?
Well, our main site is ZuluNation.com, and then we got the Universal Zulu Comedic Moors is the main sites. But then we have the Universal Zulu Nation websites from all over the world in the many different respective territories.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Zulu Nation?
Well, the Universal Zulu Nation is an international indigenous hip-hop awareness movement. It stands for knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, and equality. Peace, unity, love, and having fun. Work, overcoming the negative to the positive. Science, mathematics, facts, and the wonders of the supreme force, whether you call him, her, or it. Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Elohim, Jah, Anu, Shango, or whatever name, and the ancients of all the names, Atum, Amen, Ra.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to pop there.
No, I had to clear my throat.
Oh, let you clear your throat.
When's the first time you ever heard that track?
Well, I'm one of the first people who brought go-go to hip-hop, because that's the cousins of hip-hop, and I'm strong with many of my brothers and sisters down there. I've been EU, Freezy here, some of their records when they mention my name. Been with Trouble Funk since the beginning, and Chuck Brown, the Godfathers. So, I keep go-go alive still to this day. And DJ Kool is part of the Zulu Nation for many years. So
okay.
It's a huge fraternity.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a style of music, or is there a particular song that, how you hear a song and you just want to bust a move or something like that? Yeah, it just makes you want to dance or anything. Is there a particular song?
There's no particular song, but everything that's a break and funky by James Brown, you just got to get up and move. I don't care what it is. Get up, get into it, get involved. To it's a new day. To Papa Don't Take No Mess. I mean, anything you put on by James gets the house pumping. And when I say pumping, I mean all over the world, even the places where you never expect.
You know, I would love to see you do the robot.
You know, go back to Damita Joe. She used to do it on Soul Train. I mean, she was the only one that made James Brown stand and had to look when she started doing the robot. If you go back and watch the whole Soul Train history, Damita Joe made James Brown like hold off from dancing. He had to sit there and watch her. She even made Joe Tex had to chase her around the Soul Train place. And she was getting too funky with that robot.
Could you imagine just like...
No, see, no.
Stop. You just can't.
No. Okay. Okay, so you said you have your tour coming up. You have the website. You gave us all your contact information. Now, are you leaving tonight or tomorrow, or what are you doing?
You enjoyed Detroit for a few days?
We're going to be here checking out the vibration of the mighty Detroit.
Man, we're so glad that you came, and thank you so much for this interview.
Oh, most definitely. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be among y'all and keep it funky, like they said back in the day. Keep on trucking.
Well, that's what we'll do. Mm-hmm. You know what? I was thinking too, because you were talking about we were talking about the DJing and saying it's just whoever gets up and wants to step up on can do it. Just got to bring it. Mm-hmm. Well, I brought my guitar.
Uh-oh. You're going to play some guitar tonight.
I'd like to, you know what? It would be
that'd be all right.
It would be
play
awesome
some break beats and let you jam that mother.
Yeah.
How you know how to play? You know how to play Prince and all that?
I can do it all.
All right.
Like
well, he used to play guitar for Kid Rock. So.
Oh, okay.
He thinks he's the ish. He's not.
All right.
Okay, yes he is, but whatever. So we want to thank you. Awesome. Truly, we really want to thank you.
Yes, sir. Peace of mind.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so again, this is Danny Cakes. We want to thank Mr. the Amin Ra, Afrika Bambaataa, for sitting in with us and allowing us to interview him. So, we're going to enjoy the after party. We're going to enjoy being here and spending time with Mr. Afrika Bambaataa. Thank you again.
Honor.
You guys can check us out at www.kradiobroadcasting.com. Check out the cake mix and the cake mix.
Something to eat.
Makes you want to eat now.
Well, that's because the cake mix is sweet and you just want to mix it up,
Mix it up.
There you
Everybody
go.
loves cake.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for joining us, and just check us out Friday 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
One of the guys that just came in the house that used to be with Grand Wizard Dead, one of the great MCs from the Fantastic Romantic 5 by the name of Whipper Whip is in the house.
Where is he?
What's going on?
Oh, we got to get you over here too. We were about to close it out, but you might as well come on in.
Hi, y'all.
Have a seat right over here, brother.
Enough respect.
Brother been all over the world. He's high. Yes, celebrating this.
respect,
He's
enough
the
respect.
king. Yes.
How are you guys?
So yeah,
One of the founders out here.
Wow.
Another founder out here.
Okay, so can you introduce yourself?
Yes, the Bronx, Puerto Rican Prince Whipper Whip and the legendary Fantastic Episode Romantic 5 with the inventor of Scratch by DJ Grand Wizard Theodore.
Oh!
Wow. Okay, did we get that?
Hey.
This is who you were talking about when I asked you about the scratch.
Well, we're talking about Grand Wizard, but this is the
Grand
group
Wizard
I was
Theodore,
saying that used to be part of that group.
Yeah, we were just talking about you.
Hey.
You must have, felt it ears burning or something.
Yeah, kind of like trying to find a place, I was like, I'm from New York, but I'm almost getting the D down. I've been out here for the longest.
So are you going to stay here in Detroit and go and check out the movement?
Oh, yes, indeedy.
Are you performing at the movement?
Yes, always. Any chance I get.
Hey, Tech, where you going? Wait. They don't want to see you too back here.
Might as well get on over here.
Come on over there. Where you going, Heck Tech? Over here. He's running. And we got his MC over here too. Well, another mighty one coming up. You can come over here too. Everybody's getting the family fair over here.
That's right. True indeed.
Here we go. The Volcán here.
What's up, Aqua Boy? Smooth sailing. You already know the drill.
Okay, so introduce yourself.
How you doing? I'm Cabby, a.k.a. Vocab, young uncle coming, from the Bronx, representing Zulu Nation.
Wait, can you say from the Bronx again?
From the Bronx, representing.
Boogie down.
Young veteran on my way.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, do you all perform often, and where do you perform?
Worldwide. Everywhere. You name
I've been
it.
overseas a few times,
They want to tear up Nippon, and he went all over the place.
Japan and a few places. So, I got a few notches on my belt.
When you get to Japan, tell my son, who's a Marine, tell him I said hi. And to call his mother, please. Tell me.
He doesn't call.
Oh, no.
He gets you up on the
Internet.
He does.
No excuse with all the different internet phones.
I know.
Exactly. No excuse.
Call mama.
So when did you start performing? Or
Wow. Mid 70s. Yeah, so it's like 77, 76. Yeah.
What about you?
Maybe since 1990, 91.
Okay.
I'm 31 now, so probably about 20-something years.
Okay, so did any of you guys think that it would blow up to where it is right now? You performing, did you think it would just take you to the point to where you are now, traveling around the world, seeing different places, different faces? Did any of you think, like in your wildest dream, that, okay, you know what, me doing this will take me here?
Actually, for me, no. It was a culture thing. You know, we had our own style, our own language, our form of dress. It was our self-expression. When we started, it was for the love of music and, of course, the love of doing what we did. And no, business-wise, I didn't foresee, you know, the multi-billion-dollar industry, you know, just ruling the world. No.
What about you?
I mean, that was always the dream. You know, I'm a few generations ahead. You know, I'm a youngin' compared to the legends that paved the way for me. So, you know, I always, you know, had aspirations of making it in music and possibly being able to make, you know, a living off of it, but definitely keep it true if I wasn't able to.
Okay, so when you guys first started, be truthful. Did you think, oh man, all these girls, the money?
Well, that was always a part of it. You know, it wasn't even like, we didn't have cameras like this back in the day shooting and filming, because if it was, it'd be so much more exposure of what we've done in the earlier times. But I mean, beta was a big thing back then.
Right.
So, but of course, it was always, we packed the clubs, we were making money. You know, we were doing things with like the police athletic leagues and the brother-sister programs, boy-girls clubs, and everything was in the community, so it seemed to fit. It was really nice. It was comfortable, and we were just being us, which was fun, you know.
And you know, some of the brothers was bad. We had some sisters that was no joke back then too. You know,
Can you name some of them?
you had the Mercedes ladies. You had Queen Lisa Lee and Shy Rock. You had Tanya and Paula Whitney. Who else? Pam Bada and Pebbly Pooh.
That's right.
Pam Bada.
Yeah, that's
Pam
what one of the.
Yes, Pam Bada.
So do you all travel with any of the ladies now? Have you guys kept in contact with the lady DJs? Because lady DJs are kind of rare, right?
The girls are big in New York. Yes, Pebbly Pooh.
Wait a minute. Wait. Say that again. The girls are big where?
Girls are big in New York. We got Pebbly Pooh. She's now a doctor. She's doing her thing. I mean, she represents wherever she goes, no matter what. I mean, true to it.
Yeah, Roxanne Shante, who's also schooling and doing things. You got Yo-Yo, who got communities and stuff for
Yo-Yo is
children.
here.
Oh yeah, that's my girl there.
Yep.
Don't play with the Yo-Yo.
Oh, I know. Yeah, she's here and she's big in the community. You know, helping out the community. And speaking of helping out the community, are you guys, well, we already know, but are you guys helping out the community? And what is it that you're doing to help out your community?
Always and every chance we get. I used to run a youth program over at Stewart Road Christian Ministry Center. And basically we took the kids all over, to show them what things were like, because they didn't get a chance to get out of the little inner city that they're in. I'm in a town called Monroe out here in Detroit. And we've taken them to California. We've taken them to New York, so the kids could get a chance to perform and get exposure to our world of music.
What about you?
You know, just any YMCA boys club. You know, where I'm from, you got Kips Bay, so I stay in tune with the
Kips
neighborhood
Bay.
and all the youngins and make sure, lead them in the right direction. You know, tell them to stay in school and things of that nature. Try to incorporate hip hop positively.
Have you ever done the YMCA dance? From the, what is that, the Village People?
Yeah. I'm a few generations ahead of that.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't even remember
You probably don't even know what it is, do you?
No, I don't think so.
I think I just aged myself.
You totally aged yourself.
I know, oh my gosh, I just aged
YMCA.
myself. I know.
She went to disco.
You know what? The Village People obviously were
Well,
they had a huge sound in the late '70s too. That was kind of popping. I remember in the movie.
Well, they was
They were
one
in
of
the
the
movie?
few that we could play back in the early hip hop days when we was still pushing disco music at the time. You know, we used to play some of the Village People, the great Donna Summers, and 10% and all those type of songs that people just still go crazy with First Choice and all that.
Yeah, I almost brought my my Cherokee Native American gear, but but since the
Well, we don't want to see you walking around with your loincloth.
Since the Village
on.
people did all that, it was just like, well,
Old hat.
never
Well,
mind.
what? I want to thank you
Honor.
for honoring us with yourself being here, to let us interview you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And then you guys,
Thanks for hopping on in.
yeah, thank you. I really appreciate
I love
it.
these
King is in
improv.
town, gotta represent. That's Zulu. It goes without saying.
Exactly. So, if we can get you guys' contact information so we can post it and let our listeners know where they can find you, that'd be awesome. Okay. Well, again, this is the Cake Mix.
Baby cakes.
Say that again.
Baby cakes.
Call me Baby Cakes.
Baby cakes.
I know. I think I'm gonna change it to Baby Cakes. All right. So this is Dani Cakes,
And then this is Razor Ray.
and you're in the Cake Mix. And we want to thank these guys for allowing us to interview them. And you can check us out on
CaveRadioBroadcasting.com.
every Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Name it,